Oh, wow. It looks a little bright, but I guess I'll live with it. It's a little shadowy. Hey, Patrick Kelley, Zoom Distinguished Architect. I do have the coolest title at Zoom, and I am proud to work at Zoom. I am not a figurehead or a spokesman for Zoom. I just like to talk about cool technology, and a lot of times it deals with Zoom. What was that? Must have been a little bit of lunch. um, this is a curious question. I was on a call with the customer today, a little whisker right there, a little flared out. Called with a customer today, and they're like, "Yeah, well, we'll just start Zoom meetings in Zoom. I don't know how else to do it." And I'm like, "Wait, you don't know how else to start Zoom meetings besides just launching Zoom?" And they're like, "Yeah, that's where we launch it." I'm like, "Oh, that's cool. It's great. There's no right or wrong way to do it, but there are like 100 different ways to do it." I'm completely exaggerating. I made that number up. I have no idea what the actual number is. I can tell you right now, it's a lot more than one. and, and then I was walking through all the ways to do it, and I was fascinated by how many ways you could launch a Zoom meeting. And let's walk through a few of them. I'm going to turn on my Logitech Spotlight. It's my favorite tool. Everybody asks me where I got what I'm doing with the Spotlight. And oh, by the way, talk about spotlighting. New mic, new mic from Logitech. I will talk about that at another time, but thank you, Joe. I hooked it up today. All right, let's dive in. Let's start. How to start a Zoom meeting. Really, this is obvious, right? The first one is Zoom. We can start a new meeting or schedule a new meeting in Zoom. Ad hoc meeting, schedule meeting. We can do that in Zoom. That's easy. That's from the client itself at the homepage. Guess what? We can start a meeting and schedule a meeting here, right from the calendar. Two different ways. Look at this. I'm on Mac. Go all the way to the top. Guess what I can do up here? I can start and schedule a meeting up here. Was that 3 so far? And I haven't even got to the good stuff. I can start and schedule a meeting here. 4. Let's go to Outlook. I have the Zoom Outlook plugin installed. Let's just go to start with at the inbox. Let's just start the inbox. I can literally start and schedule a meeting here. Was that 5 and 6? I can go to the calendar. Guess what I can do? Start and schedule a meeting right here as well. I mean, that's 7. Hey, cool little feature in Outlook. Microsoft fixed this. Honestly, they broke it in July, but they have fixed it now. I can now set my Outlook client to always use Zoom or other add-in providers for every single meeting. Watch this. Add online meeting to all meetings. This used to default to Teams, and shockingly, not everyone uses Teams for their meetings. So Microsoft has actually fixed that, and now there is Zoom there. If you have other ones like WebEx and maybe even RingCentral, I don't know if RingCentral works here, but I know WebEx does. You can choose that. So now every time you create an online meeting, it automatically creates a Zoom meeting. Okay? What is that, 6 and 7 ways to start a meeting so far? Watch this. Let's go here. Okay, got it. Outlook Web Access, right? Some of you don't use Outlook. Some of you might use Outlook Web Access. Let's go to a new event. Look what's right here. A new Zoom meeting. You can schedule it right from here. Add a Zoom meeting. That populates the Outlook Web Access meeting with a Zoom meeting. The feature I just showed you where you can automatically create a Zoom meeting from Outlook. Guess what you can do in Outlook Web Access? Wants to display a new window? No, ignore. I'm just going to go past that. Go to your settings of Outlook Web Access. Go all the way where it says View All Outlook Meetings. Go to Calendar right here and go to Events and Invitations. Boom. Same thing in Outlook Web Access. So what am I at 8 not different ways to start a Zoom meeting so far? Let's go to this one. Some people don't use Gmail. Sorry, people don't use Hotmail. I use Hotmail. I'm proud of it. My kids make fun of me, but I do. I use Hotmail. Google is also another option. Guess what you can do here? In Google, there are 2 other add-ins that you can add. You can add Zoom for Google Workspace right here. It's an add-in, therefore letting you create new Zoom meetings when you are in your Gmail calendar. Guess what's on here? We're looking at Gmail. guess what we have for Gmail? Again, another Zoom plugin that plugs into Gmail. So what is that, 9 and 10? I'm going to give you a bonus one. There is a Chrome add-in on the zoom.us/downloads page that lets you add a Chrome add-in for Zoom. I can literally start a Zoom meeting right from my web browser. Would you look at the top right-hand corner? Right there, I can literally start a new Zoom meeting and schedule a new Zoom meeting right from the browser itself. So basically what I'm saying is one more way. That was a bonus way. I'm going to give you a couple more ways. What about in Microsoft Teams? What about that? Let's open up the Zoom app right here. The Zoom app has a meetings tab. So we're at what, 10? I can now start a meeting inside of Teams right here. You want some more? there's some more. Let's go ahead and start a meeting right there. We can start a meeting in Microsoft Teams. We can start a Zoom meeting. Let's just say I'm talking to Irvin. Irvin's a fake person I have in my tenant. Let's just say I'm talking to Irvin. Look at this. There's a message extension at the bottom right here. Guess what it does? It is a Zoom message extension. Guess what it will do? It will start and schedule a Zoom meeting. I can start an instant meeting, schedule a meeting. I can even make a phone call and share a whiteboard. All of these Zoom functions I can do in Microsoft Teams, Microsoft Outlook, Outlook Web Access, Chrome browser, Gmail, and Gmail Calendar on top of the Zoom app. So the next time somebody says, hey, how do you create a Zoom meeting? You're like, how many ways you want me to list? Because there's a lot of them. Hope you enjoyed that.